This is part 2 of my depth molds for reptiles. Now, this is an emerald green tree skink, and hopefully this will show you way more depth on exactly what you should do with your reptile to create a good mold. So this guy has died. So you want to wash it and make sure all the shed is off of it. So you want a box or something that is just big enough to hold the reptile. You need to use a sulfur-free clay to make the base and then build up your outside walls so that the animal fits in snugly without the animal touching any of the outer walls. And then make sure that it's flat. You need to make sure the animal's going to fit the way you want it to. You only get one chance. Since I'm in an apartment, I need to vent the fume. Easy Off 200, some vinyl gloves, and some brushes. Spray the Easy Off onto the clay, and then actually spray it onto the skink. Take one of the brushes and brush in all the crevices and between the fingers and underneath and everything on the skink. But this does take a toll on the skink's skin, and it will make it hard to do another sample, but you have to do this. This is Mold Star 16. You need to make sure the skink is in the exact spot you want, and then you need to make sure the weight is the same or the volume is the same as you pour both A and B. And then you want to make sure that you mix those less than 3 minutes, because in 3 minutes they start to harden and it takes 30 minutes to sit. So then you want to make sure after you mix it for less than 3 minutes to start pouring. Tip: shouldn't be able to see the animal through the resin. Very carefully start pulling the mold out of the clay. Now's a good time to reinforce your resin by actually layering more resin on top of the spots that you can see the skink. Otherwise you're going to get holes. And then you want to let it sit for another 30 minutes, and then you want to pull the skink out very carefully. My skink's tail fell off. It was very nasty. I had to cut open the actual mold to get the tail out by itself. I will get some Smooth Cast 300 and make a master mold before I make any models out of this mold. Right here I am reinforcing the mold for the skink, and I am fixing the hand of the bearded dragon model with using the same resin. So we reinforce this one. Link to the death mold part 1, and then there's a link to quarantine process for the emerald green tree skink. Please like, subscribe, and share.